Hi. Today is the 16th of July, and then I'm done with work for the day. It's 8 7 p.m. I've been feeling off for this last 2 days, so I'm trying to do a hard cut off from work and also trying to make my content very, very intentional. So this is my content for today. I just shot my content for today, talking about how people can be confident at the same time introverted. You don't have to trade any of that you don't have to trade any for any, and that the most attractive people are literally confident, and that sense of mystery gives them comes from their sense of intro comes from introverted. So let me see. Today regularly woke up by 5. I hit the gym. I hit the gym knowing that I was not feeling too well. I was not feeling too well. Knew that I was not really feeling the gym. So I just went straight for it, and then I was just I was basically distracted at the gym, and I had to share the weight with two other people that I did not plan to. So I didn't get that much done, but at least I think it was good regardless. It was a very good workout session. I came back, I came back, took a shower, had a nap first. That nap was super important. After the nap, I went straight to work. Um, Goddamn, I feel like today my time was wasted at the same time not wasted because there's this. I discovered that my application needs a particular help from somewhere, in the sense that if you enter the app and you have left the call screen, it is very difficult or impossible for the caller to go back to the call screen. So I've been kind of figuring out a way to have something that notify that you have a call ongoing, and that if you want to go back to the call, you're going to have to click something so that you can easily go back to your call screen. So I think I basically spent the entire day trying to figure it out. And for some weird reasons, the programming language Flutter kept on coming on, going off, coming on, going off. And then that's big. So until I discovered that, I had to use something entirely different. Now it's not entirely solved, but we're getting somewhere. And it's about to change the game on the application completely, because I'm going to have to do a lot of rewriting, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. That's super important. So that aside, so I really didn't do much. Then I have part of the sales team. I have somebody in the sales team who quit today. She says because her dad wanted her to work in a certain place, and then she thinks she'll like it, but she's not entirely sure. At the same time, we were expecting another sales agent to come in today, but seeing that one had already left, oh, I'm good to go. At first, I started looking at, yeah, the cost it took us as a company to train her. But I felt like, well, it happens in life. We can only control what we can control. I know the standard practice right here in Africa is to look for ways to punish her for it, either by playing some emotional cards, or threatening on everything. But even if I could threat, I'm a very big believer that you can't hold people down. People have their journeys to face. People have a lot of things to do. And then the irony is that I remember when I spoke to her, that is, she was already with us. So I don't know if she was lying in our conversation, but she was already with us. She had learned it and she was doing it. Then she said something like, after her training, she discovered that sales is something that she really, really, really wants to do, because it's making her understand that sales has more potentials than what we currently know. So right here in Africa, the average person believes doesn't believe in sales, but sales is not about business. It's not about making money. It's about different things. And then if you put your idea that sales is this grandiose thing that you have to keep reading and reading about, and I'm sorry, you've lost it. When it comes to selling, you're going to have to learn how to persuade people. It's easy as in. So if you see selling as more of transferring ideas or beliefs or emotions, maybe you begin to make progress along those lines of sales. You'll begin to make progress, trust me, along those lines of sales. So I felt hurt, but regardless, I had to move on. So then my former providers, the former service providers I was using before, magically she reached out to me, we're almost like competitors. She reached out to me, she's talking about how their service now has improved, yada yada yada. But I was like, okay, no problems. I'll try them out tomorrow next because I really, really have this problem right now where I have to solve, where I have to get this thing fixed. Please forgive me. I'm trying to do my recording so that I can have like a good sleep. My battery was basically my phone battery was basically about 40% because I barely used it. It's still alive. Like barely used it today. So kudos to that. I just came online to like look if I had any serious message. Then I saw a very nice post today. I saw a nice post today. I saw two posts that caught my attention, which further proves that things happen first in our imagination before real life. Where a guy was talking about how there'll be an attempt on Trump's life and how Trump would succeed, well, how Trump will scale through and basically become a president. So the president part, we don't know whether it's going to happen, but the bullet part, we know for sure. What Trump said was that what happened? He said Trump nearly missed the bullet and to graze his ear, and I was like, wow, that was very accurate. That's by the way. Then just shortly after that, I saw a couple of jokes of people mimicking Trump, saying how when he's back from the hospital, because I know he's going to milk this thing, he's going to make it a full PR stunt. He's going to spend millions on this. He's going to come out and say, "Oh, the enemy tried to take me out, but I succeeded. You know what? They could only get me in the ear, but now my ear is fresh and new." So I don't know, man. For now I don't know how to make those impressions, but the joke was really, really funny. It was all over TikTok. No, so TikTok, I barely use TikTok, but they came from TikTok to Twitter, and Twitter to my WhatsApp status stories. Then the one that got me laughing was footballers, literally footballers will get hit in the knee and they're on the ground screaming, my knee, my knee. And Trump was like basically shot at. And then he's like this. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know, man. I just feel like Trump is most likely going to win this election because this time around he has much more raging. I mean, raging. Yes, the political divide has been crazy for the past decade or so. But what Trump has done has basically turned things around this time around. So that aside, so yeah, I think for the back to my startup journey, I'll be I'll be going back to program the mobile application and finish up on some back end jobs. I thought by now I would have had complete IVR script because with the IVR script, I want to target certain industries that will just make the work very seamless. It will make the demo super interesting. And knowing how much they're getting all this for will completely, literally set them apart. Because trust me, they're going hard on these guys. And then that's basically it for today. Let me see. Tomorrow we go again. We go again. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I probably will have a meeting with someone. There's a man I used to work with. He put me through all of the foundation of this industry I'm playing in. And then we've not seen in a while. Long story short, it's we had our differences, but regardless, no harm, no insults, no disrespect. Just asking to visit him at his office. So I'll go there and then we'll talk, crack our old jokes. That's it. Maybe sometime find a way for us to collaborate on a project or if he needs my help, regardless. We had some bad turns, but like I said, respect. Respect and yeah, respect regardless because if I didn't meet him, I may not have been on this may not have seen opportunities in the industry I'm seeing opportunities in right now. I just feel like I have this very strong feeling that something large is about to happen, and then I'm just not just slowly, I'm actively preparing myself for that massive opportunity, for that power play. I mean, I just feel like someone just come ask me for a contract or offer me a contract for like a consulting gig, and then I lay it out and I'm getting paid like good, like not like upwards of 10K. Yeah. So what that means is the opportunity coming is an opportunity I don't have to make myself away from, but to just be there waiting for me. And I just step into it because I'm prepared already. And that's something that I say to be prepared. I think okay, what's this experience? Today I was watching this commentary, this reactory, I think reaction videos from Brett. I think her name is Brett. Very interesting, smart lady. And then she was reacting to a video by Jay Waller where she brought up a video where Jay Waller was talking about him wanting to have multiple partners. And the woman was like, oh, you are fit, it means you're disciplined. And then if you're disciplined, why can't you have extra partners? I feel it's the way people view polygamy, and I'm going to create a video someday on seeing polygamy in a different way. But some of it all is people think being disciplined is doing things that you don't want to do. But that's far from the truth. Being disciplined is actually being authentic, regardless of what society wants you to do. So, for example, it's one thing if he says he wants to just have multiple sexual partners without consequences. Now, that looks like indiscipline. He's leaning into he's being a prisoner of his pleasures. But no, once you have multiple partners, what that means is he's going to have multiple kids from multiple people. So it's not about sleeping around, it's about having that legacy. I'm not entirely sure that's what Jay Waller wants. I'm not entirely sure, but in the context of things, in people that I have met who actively practice this thing, it works for them. Also, people think people who want multiple partners are just going around seeking people to convert. No, there are women who are fine with being the second or third wife. And I have this thought in my head that says that for a lot of women, sharing a man may not be the problem. The problem is being the first woman. And I can tell you from experience that sometimes when talking to some girls, and I kind of like you lie, you just for example just lie that you have a partner. In some cases, you see them being much more interested. I know how many men at the gym tell me that they began to look more attractive when the women found out that they were married. They began to look, they began to become more attracted. That is, the women were drawn more to the men when the men heard that they were married. But when we say things like this, people will not believe. They will say, "Nah, it's a lie. I'm trying to sell a narrative." But no, what it further proves to me is that so many women are okay with are okay with sharing the men, but they do not want to be, they do not, and they never ever want to be the first, the first woman in that story. They're okay being the second, they're okay being the third. So I'm thinking if somebody wants to be in such a situation, and he knows that he wants a woman who doesn't want to be the second. No, I wouldn't give this. I wouldn't give this thing out. I feel there are things that I may reserve for people who ask me in private. And then let me see your face when you ask me in private, because somebody told me a way of solving that. So mind you, this is not for having sex randomly. This is more. Like I said, this is more about having a large family, or if you're polygamous in nature, by your authentic self, and you want to live that authentic self to yourself by yourself, knowing fully well that you see ways in which society would benefit from it. I mean, said that. Elon Musk said that the amount of kids he has is help fighting population crisis. Now, think about it. Like he said that he's solving population crisis, and yet people find the fault in that. Like, how does that make sense? Yeah, you look at him. He's rich enough to take care of his kids, and he can get more if he wants more. So I think somebody I think that plays this thing well is Nick Cannon. I think it's Nick Cannon, and because everybody does it in a very respectful manner. Everybody's aware of everyone. Yes, there might be some ups and downs, but if you look at it very well, what are the alternatives for the women? Because truly, it's not. I really don't go into this topic because some things that I may say in public that be very, very much understood. But I've spoken to people men who are in polygamous marriages. Some women don't see the financial implication of this. They see more like bondage or something. But that's topic for another day. So where was I? Okay, I've spoken to a lot of polygamous people. So yeah, so regardless, to women who believe that wanting extra wives or extra people to bring kids into this world is completely different from having random pleasant activities with. They are two completely different ball games, and I do not think that we should mix up the two. We shouldn't mix up the two. It should be very, very ignorant to do that. So that being said, let's call it a day because I still have to go my evening walk. Probably text a couple of people or make a couple of calls and go to bed. It's already 8:25. I don't know how long I've spoken for. Because like I said, this is just my journal entry. Hopefully, my kids will say someday, or maybe someday where I'm not on this earth. Somebody will see it and basic. So yeah. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon, and bye for now.